Well, welcome to the third part in our series of videos on editing ArcGIS online on a mobile. You're again looking at an iPad which is being displayed on a laptop using the Reflector software application. What I'm going to do is tap the top icon, which is called the ITD mobile editing application. Now what we're going to discuss in this application, the previous two we were speaking about editing online. So we discussed the collector app, and we've also discussed how one can actually log into ArcGIS.com and edit in that mode as well. What we're going to talk about in this application is, or in this video, is an application which allows users to actually go offline and make edits offline. So what we've got here actually is a web map which is being published to ArcGIS Online. We've actually got points added to the map. We're actually going to reallocate, or we're going to move to Idaho for this. We're just going to zoom out. So you're looking at an iPad which is running a custom application that we've built, which allows you to actually edit both online and offline. Now, as we haven't yet introduced an implementation of offline into their 10.2 into their ArcGIS world, so we remain in building custom solutions, and we built a pretty robust solution here using data from Idaho and working with the Idaho Transportation Department. So we've zoomed to Idaho here. What we're going to do next is we're just going to add a point online. So the application works by, you've got options to turn layers on and off. In this case we've just got one layer, which is a culverts layer, which is a point layer. You've got tools which allows you to delocate or zoom to full extent, and then the final option, which is the core of the application, is this editing option. So we're going to tap that point. I'm going to tap the point on the map, and there you have a point added to the map. Now you'll see in this window you've got 4 buttons. You've got the OK button, which will send that information to the back end. If we actually open that application with that point up and edited those attributes, once we'd added it, we could then hit OK, and that would then update the server with that info. We can delete that, and there's a delete button there. There's an attachment button which will actually open the camera up on the device and attach a picture to that feature. And there's geolocate, which will actually move that point to your current location. So we're just going to OK that for now, and that will have updated the server with that data. So we've added one point to the map. Let's now go ahead and take this application offline. So there's an option under the layers panel here to actually go offline. So we'll just tap that point, and it says load offline maps. So we're going to hit the offline maps. And what you can see there is we're actually now in offline mode. So we've actually got a base map that's being loaded here. Now in this case this is a milepost base map. And again, apologies about the flicker. The Reflector application sometimes flickers when you push it to your laptop, so apologies there. So we've got a base map there of mileposts. And this is relevant because, of course, this is a transportation application, and we took the decision to actually minimize the size of the tile package, which is what you're looking at here. In offline mode, you actually have to generate something called a tile package in ArcMap 10.1, and that could be roads data, that could be satellite imagery, that could be anything. In this case, we've just decided to make a small TPK and just include milepost data, since that's the most relevant to the crews that are out there working for the Idaho Transportation Department and their work. So let's just zoom in a little bit more to this. We're actually going to add a culvert offline. So let's go ahead and do what we've just done before. We're going to hit the edits button, and we're going to hit that culverts option. We're going to tap a point on the map, and there is that culvert. Let's go ahead and actually update some information here. We're just going to make some notes, so we'll just put test data, and there is that information. So we'll OK that. Now that's now stored locally on the device, so it's being stored not in the cloud, not in ArcGIS Online, but it's being recorded, it's being stored on the device itself. We'll go ahead and tap that point, and we're going to bring up that that window again. We're going to add an attachment to it, so let's just click the attachments option. We've got the option then to open the camera on the device. Let's take the picture, and we're going to hit use. It takes a moment for that picture to actually load, and there is that picture. Now, of course, we're not out in the field, we're just looking ahead of the camera on the back of the iPad, so there's an external storage device there. We're going to attach that picture. Once we've attached that, we get that message offline attachment complete, and we're going to close. So we've now got updated data in that point, and we've also got an attachment in that point. We're just going to OK that. How do we hit geolocate? That would move that point to our current location, which is in Utah, so we don't want to do that for a minute. That point is now highlighted in yellow. If we needed to move that point, we can put a finger on it and slide it over, and we can actually move its location slightly. So if it's slightly off where we want it to be, we've got the ability to now edit its location. We're going to tap the map and go out of edit mode. The next thing we're going to do is just go back online. So we're going to hit the layers button, we're going to hit the online offline button, and then we're going to load online maps. You'll see when this comes back on that that point will disappear. So is that base map data, because we're now pulling data from ArcGIS Online. So we've loaded the base map of that particular published web map that we've got. What we now need to do is to actually push that data to the server. So we actually need to now tell ArcGIS Online, here's a new point, please add this to the hosted feature service, and also attach that image to that particular point. So we're going to go to the edit button again. The top of the edit button, or the top of the window that opens, it says apply offline edits. We're going to go ahead and tap that button. Very quickly you saw there was a message that came up that said data being pushed to the server, or server being updated, and we've now got that point visible on the map. That tells us that ArcGIS Online now has been updated. Let's just go ahead and tap that point and just look at the data that's there. You'll see that the attribute that we added offline, test data, is now up there in notes, and there is that attachment. So we've effectively taken a web map offline, we've loaded an offline base map in a TPK or tar package format, we've added a point, stored that new point on the device itself, updated the attributes and added an attachment to that. When we've gone back online, we've then pushed that data to ArcGIS Online and updated the application that we're looking at to reflect those changes. So in this application we've shown that you can actually then now do both online and offline editing against ArcGIS Online. Thanks for watching.